Good afternoon, ladies, and thank you for joining us in Far Above Rubies today. Usually when I have a whole lot of technical difficulty, it's because there's a good word that needs to be shared, and I hope this blesses somebody today because I think this is take number 7 for me between household noise and storage issues on the phone. So let's see if we can get through this one. Our focus and reading challenge for today is going to be Acts chapter 21. And I want to note that this chapter, along with the next couple of chapters, run together to make one large story. So if you miss anything along the way, please go back and make sure that you catch up on those chapters because we want it to make sense all together, all right? In this particular chapter, we find a story of Paul's journeys and the people that he comes in contact with along the way, the believers, and as well as a couple of warnings that they feel through the Spirit that danger and trouble await Paul if he goes to Jerusalem. But instead of Paul taking this as a warning to stay away, he simply takes it as insight to the future and what is coming for him. And when his friends plead with him and beg with him to not go to Jerusalem because they don't want to see him in danger, they love him, he says to them, "Not only am I ready and willing to be bound or imprisoned for the name of Jesus, but also I'm ready and willing to die if that's what it takes. If that's what is waiting for me, I go willingly." What a convicting message. What a convicting message, okay? I'm going to step on a few toes today, but I promise I'm stepping on mine more than anyone's, all right? So I want to talk to us all about this thought that in our generation, we are so blessed and prosperous as Christians that we as Christian women have, some of us, many of us, have lost sight of the true definition of sacrifice. We are so far removed from the sacrifice of our ancestors, the sacrifice of Christians who came before us, that we are unwilling to sacrifice our convenience, unwilling to sacrifice our comfort for the name of Jesus Christ and his kingdom. I'll pick on myself here for a moment, all right? Since the start of the year, I've asked the Lord to help me to deepen my walk with him and my prayer life with him. As a result of that prayer, the Lord has begun to wake me almost on the dot to the second every single morning, okay? To get up early, to come downstairs and to pray, to spend time with him while the house is still quiet and no one else is awake. And yet I find myself some mornings being tired and sleepy and groggy and talking to the Lord, still laying in my bed, head still on my pillow, and I'm going, "But Lord, I'm sleepy. And it's cold out there," and I'm reasoning in myself and doing my best to reason with the Lord that my prayer time can wait because I'm not willing in that moment to crawl out of my warm, cozy bed, get downstairs, and spend time with him before anyone else gets up. And in reading and preparing for this devotion, I was so pricked in my heart. Paul was ready and willing to be bound, imprisoned, and even give his life for the sake of Jesus Christ and his name. And here I am, reasoning away and making excuses about crawling out of my warm bed. Now, it's life. Ask anybody that knows me, I'm not a morning person. I love sleep, and I have a toddler. So all of these things in my mind make sleep very precious and desirable and valuable, and I want to have it. But am I unwilling to sacrifice my convenience? Am I unwilling to sacrifice a little comfort? Am I unwilling to sacrifice half an hour, 45 minutes of sleep to spend time alone with the Lord before my day begins, before my house wakes up and I go about my day? Am I unwilling to sacrifice? Am I unwilling to sacrifice? See if these statements sound familiar to any of you, and I'll go through them quickly. I can't come to church today because my kid has soccer practice, and that's more important than church. I can't come to church today because I'm sick. I have sniffles. I can't go. I can't come to church today because my kid is a little sick. I can't come to church today because I have a friend in from out of town and 2 hours with them is more important than 2 hours at church. I can't go to church today because I have so much to get done this week that it would just take complete hand of the Lord for me to get all of that stuff done, and that 2 hours that I'm at church will absolutely break the rest of my week. I can't teach a Bible study because someone might think I'm foolish. What if I don't have the right answer? What if I mess up? I can't invite somebody to church because they might not be my friend anymore. They might not think I'm cool anymore. I can't talk about the Lord on my job because I might lose my job and I need my job. And no one could possibly replace my job if I lost it. It's not like God is sovereign. It's not like God is omnipotent. It's not like, are we willing to sacrifice? Are we willing to sacrifice? Are we willing to sacrifice our convenience, our comfort? Even, yes, at times, are we willing to put on the line our job, our money, our reputation? Paul said, I am ready and willing to be bound and imprisoned. I am willing to lay down my life. My life. You don't think there were people Paul cared about? I'm willing to lay down my life. I think I can get out of bed a little early. I think I can get to church and tell the world to wait because everything will still be going wrong. Everything will still be there for me to do when I get back from church. I need to wrap this up, ladies. Go read Acts chapter 21. I hope that this message pricks your heart the way that it has pricked mine, the way that it has stirred my spirit. I hope that it stirs yours. Are we willing to sacrifice, or have we become so comfortable that we're not even willing to sacrifice our convenience for the sake of the kingdom? I love you all. If no one's told you lately, you are loved. You are cherished. You are valuable. You have worth, my friend, and you will find that worth when you put the kingdom first. I love you, friends. Your worth is far above rubies, and I'll see you all tomorrow. God bless you.